professor. I'm a Disney cast member. I'm an award-winning author, a GLAAD nominee, and now a candidate for a House of Representatives for Florida's 11th district. All right. I'm a professor in Central Florida for over 20 years now. And more importantly, I am one of you, someone who's fed up with the status quo and ready to modernize our government. I'm thrilled to be here tonight because I know we're all here for the same reason I have. And the reason I got into that fight. Our government isn't working, and we know that we can do better. For me, the final straw wasn't some complex bill. It was a simple image posted to the White House Instagram page, and that was Trump, photoshopped with a crown on his head, and the text, "Long live the king, and this day my blood boil." That's the moment that pushed me to leave the sidelines and jump into the fray. And that's why I joined SIN and the Lake County Indivisibles, and ended up as a technical director for the nonpartisan resident town hall that we just had in Claremont back in April. And when we actually asked Daniel Webster to attend it, his office responded, let me get this right, "No thanks, I won't be using taxpayer-funded resources to participate in an event organized by a progressive political organization." That was the actual response, by the way. And that answer spoke volumes. If our representative won't represent all of us, then we need to find one that will.
Yeah.
My campaign is built on a simple idea. It's time to end the antiquated system of representation and put the power back where it belongs, with the people and the popular vote. Now, when we actually came up with the representational democracy, it made sense because it was 250 years ago, when the fastest way to communicate was by horseback, right? We had to trust someone to vote on our behalf. But today, we all have a supercomputer in our pocket. With modern technology, why would we not want the popular vote to always win? Right? Right. My core pledge is to bring direct democracy through my initiative, Ask America. And the concept is simple. For every major vote, I will poll the constituents of Florida's 11. And my vote will always follow with the majority of the votes.
Yep.
The system is designed to bypass special interests and lobbyists because they would have to lobby all of you, which would mean that they would have to convince the whole community in order to win, which is what I think is really important to have it, right? Yes. The only hard part of this plan is to make sure that people are informed enough to vote. And that's where I come in. Being a college professor for over 20 years, my day job is to make complicated concepts easy to understand. I use my skills as an educator and as an engineer to launch our civil education effort, explaining both sides of a bill in simple terms and bringing transparency to the whole process. I was halfway done with building my own voting system when I connected with the Digital Democracy Project. How many people have heard that, by the way? Couple people? All right. Well, look it up when you guys get home. It is fantastic. They're actually based right here in Orlando as well. And they have a huge head start in this area. And I'm currently working with them, coding alongside of them, to help combine our ideas to create something truly game-changing. The best part is they're actually partnered with the app Votes, which is already used by our government to help deployed military personnel vote overseas. So all security concerns are already been addressed. Now let's talk about how we win and how we govern. District 11 is very red, and we need a way to bring people back to our side and get them excited about politics in general. We can't do that if we all stay isolated, working in our silos. We must stop just being a collection of individuals and become a cohesive, united party. My commitment is to be a collaborative, high-energy, tech-enabled leader. And here are just some of my main points of my plan. I want to work with all local and state leaders to make sure that we're all on the same page. My first idea is to set up a shared Slack workspace for all Democrats in the Florida area. We can create rooms for events and districts and different issues where we can share what we're doing and ask for help when needed. From big issues to mobilizing voters, to smaller issues like finding the best price on printing t-shirts for us, right? We can start pooling our networks and our resources, because why are we expecting candidates to start from zero every single time? I will personally help any one of you any way that I can. Now, my next plan is to create a small council of local leaders, community leaders, and experts. One person cannot understand every single topic out there. It's just unrealistic. And that's why we should create a council to create bills and determine what's best for our area here. This group won't be made up of just Democrats. I want to invite open-minded Republicans and independents to the table. We need to start working together to extend an olive branch to any of those willing to accept it. I will also be inviting one member of any group with over 200 members. That idea is to help that person will speak for their group when we can't have a full vote. I also invite people with special skills or knowledge to join knowledge packs. For example, my background is not in healthcare. Wouldn't it be better to talk to doctors, nurses, and insurance professionals who have dedicated their lives to this? Well, I've already been in contact, and some had reached out from the Florida Nurses Association legislative group, asking if I would be interested in hearing their ideas. And literally, I could not respond to that email faster. I want this to be one next step in our plan to get this community more engaged. And if I win, I want my district offices to become our district offices. I'll have a bigger local office with space for local leaders to come in and work and hold meetings. I also want to work with you guys on events, like hosting a political party, maybe a night at local theaters. We can come out, introduce ourselves, take questions from the audience, like we're doing here, and start sharing our networks by inviting all of our supporters. I've been told by many people that I should be focusing only on my own campaign. But honestly, that goes against my whole plan of uniting our community. I plan on leading by example and collaborating with anyone who is working to better our community. I don't want to be a politician. I want to be a community leader, and that is a huge difference. I will also start a series of live streams. And hi, the people on Zoom over there, I see you guys. Where I will interview local, state, and federal leaders from all parties in Central Florida. I want to help get our ideas out there together. I'm also have zero interest in infighting in the slightest. If I don't win this primary, I will 100% back whoever does and do everything in my power to make sure that they win this seat. We are stronger when we are united, and you guys are the strength that we need. We're fighting against apathy, corruption, and the idea that the government does not belong to us. I want to take the next steps with you guys. I want to build those bridges, share our resources, and prove to this district that the Democratic Party is the only one truly fighting for transparency and community. Let's make this the most connected campaign in Florida. Let's bring digital democracy to Florida's 11 and show the entire country how a college professor and a community of dedicated people can finally start fixing a broken system without having me change a single law. Thank you for your time, everybody. And if anybody would like to chat afterwards, I'd be more than happy to answer any kind of questions that you have. Also, if you're a leader and you like to connect, or if you like to be interviewed, I'll have a sign-up sheet back there as well. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Maria.